Evening, folks. Just got out of bed, so I'm a bit woozy here, but let's get back to Battle Pope 2, the greatest schism. Here, one Bob, thanks for asking. I can't really evaluate how I'm doing so far. Like I said, I'm just up. So, if you weren't around for the miserable last session, we are the Papal States. We have the goal of eradicating Christianity. Our little side goal will be try and pick up the Holy Trinity achievement, which requires us to have the Knights, the Livonians, the Teutons, all as marches, and to also own Jerusalem. Yeah, we'll get right on that. We conquered Ancona, we conquered Provence, we released and re-annexed Avignon, we vassalized Granada, befriended Portugal, and through absolutely no intervention, we watched the Iberian wedding happen, where Castile got Aragon and Naples, and then promptly lost it because their exiled king, well, they constantly lost prestige, and France slapped them down a bit to help. Austria lost emperorship. It's now Bohemia, and it looks like they're keeping it until they lose one of these folks. So maybe if our relations fall, they might find themselves the receiving end of an excommunication. So the Iberian Union has only just broken, thanks to us praying to Ceres. And for that, we can now go and lay the beat down on Naples. But there's a few things to consider when going to fight Naples. One of them in particular is that vassalizing them is going to make me very unpopular, especially within the Italian peninsula. So what can I do to offset that? Well, first thing I'm going to want to do is ally Aragon. Since they're friendly towards me, we may as well. And then I'm going to wait just a few days to get all of our diplomats back. Now Naples, they managed to ally Savoy. It's the shame of me not going for it straight away. And I bet Savoy would join in, wouldn't they? Disgusting. Oh well, too bad. We will also ally Milan, however. Actually, that alliance with Savoy, that's going to work out brilliantly. I mean, not initially, but we can make it work for us. Yeah, we're also going to ally Milan. And there's nobody else around that. Well, we could do the Swiss, but that wouldn't really work out too much in our favour. Reason we're getting these alliances, well, we always want that Aragonese alliance to have Castile on the back foot, but I wanted to ally Milan and Savoy, because it'll reduce the aggressive expansion for what I'm about to do, which is, of course, vassalize Naples. Savoy want an alliance, but even though we take it, I highly doubt they're about to join in on our side here. So what, were they friendly to each other? Neutral, but a high enough neutral. Ah well. So our good friends Milan and Austria will join in. Milan and Austria should keep Savoy dealt with. Nobody else wants to join in, but that's understandable. We don't really want Savoy to be a co-belligerent, because they would bring in... Actually, they wouldn't bring in much, would they? In fact, they would bring in some people that I could humiliate for extra PP. PP that we are a little short on right now. Why are we so short on it? Could probably do a bit better if I privateered all these folks that are my rivals. Tuscany, Siena, and Bosnia. I think it's better to have some PP, so let's get on the go with that. Privateering your own home node, I know. Crazy, isn't it? Another thing to consider is, where is the Sicilian naval mafia? Busy trying to fish up some things to mail through each other's letterboxes, no doubt. No guarantee we'd have enough of a navy to deal with it. Not that we really need it. So let's just do this. It's going to be a bit heavy on the aggressive expansion, but like I said, that's why we have these friends. Let's go for it. And let's kick him while he's down. Leo is really old. It's probably not in my best interests to actually have him fighting. We're ahead in military technology, so I don't feel any shame in actually hiring myself a general. Hope he's good. He's not better than Leo, but like I said, if Leo dies, it's -1 stability for me. Very nice. I got no excuse for losing this. Ah, the Neapolitan fleet is a little broken up. Might be able to take advantage of this. Our PP is doing real good. Ah, we never had Naples as a rival. That's gonna hurt. The French are no longer hostile towards us, which is lovely. Right. However, when I do this to Naples, in fact, we can check it out beforehand, or we cannot. Anyway, I know it's going to make Hungary very angry. So I want to keep those Hungarian relations as high as we can. We also want to consider Venice and Genoa, so early on, let's get those improved relations on the go. They should increase really quickly. Well, that's just glorious. Almost too glorious. Now, the Neapolitans were fighting in this area, but I don't think they've come home. They certainly exist. 3,000, 2,000, so we're looking at 5,000 of them. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. The southern lands can be looted as well, which is a very nice touch. And yeah, of course, we take the capital. And give it the old 1-2 everywhere. Jake, what happened to your FPS last episode? There was a lag spike and I do not even know what caused it. Alright, so there's the Neapolitan Navy. Let's go and see what we can do to them. Did they just sail out of here? Oh well. Hunt them down like the dogs they are. So I see Austria is having a little bit of problems. They're not getting access through Switzerland or anyone else for that matter. Hopefully that doesn't come and beat me silly. I was hoping I could catch their navy whilst it was divided. Now that they've put it all together, it might be a little tougher for me to take out. Yeah, general, rather an admiral as well. It's all not very good. I'm not paying attention to everything here, and it's starting to hurt me. I should be able to see all of his troops coming, so let's just keep the guy carpeted. Stop him from recruiting any more units. Oh. Never say no to more army tradition. Baden. Must be an Austrian vassal, no? Jake, will you be enacting Kingdom of God? I'm unsure. We shall see in due time. We'll also get you over to Rome so you get all of your troops back at the next monthly tick. Bit of a smooth war. You get about 100 troops back every month. if you're in home territory. But if you're in foreign territory, it's only 50%, plus 10% for every maneuver pip your general has. Okay, gotta pay attention to that Neapolitan fleet. What are they doing? Do they have troops in them? Or are they just going for the blockade? Scum. We haven't insulted a rival for a while, have we? Bosnia. You'll have to do. Okay. Siena and Tuscany. Tuscany will have to do then. Yeah, check that delicious PP. Okay, and Austria managed to get access, so all is well. Jake, what does Kingdom of God give you? It gives you all of the Italian cultures as an accepted culture, which alone makes it worth doing. On top of that, though, you get cores on all of this region, but you also have to own all of the regions. All it really does is reduce some of your overextension if you're having troubles in that regard. Now, the mission is actually to take Abruzzi, but it only gives prestige, I believe. So, honestly, I don't even need this. Oh, and we are not passing the advancement of religion. All things considered, we don't need that +1 unrest. If we need an extra +1 missionary strength down the line, I'd rather enact a policy than take +1 RR on the chin. Jake, were you fired yesterday? No, I made it to work in the nick of time. Remember, I'm never late. Oh, glorious. I want to keep that coalition below 3 members so nobody gets the coalition casus belli on me. I'm really wanting Castile to declare war on Granada, though. Bring in all of our friends against him. As for you, France, good thing you don't hate me so much anymore. So the aggressive expansion for taking all of Naples, it's somewhere around 40 to 50, maybe a little more. Pretty sure I wrote it down somewhere. Yeah, it's quite high. That's why I'm glad we got that friendship with Milan on the go. There's somebody that I do not want in a coalition against. Actually, it's going to be good if we leave that Neapolitan fleet intact, because it's a lovely, lovely fleet for me to have. Whilst they're my vassal. So just hope they don't go bankrupt in the process, since they do have all those troops that are somewhere and probably not paid. Not paid very well, at least. Considering the thing about Savoy is that they're pretty expensive, but if I made them give up both of these provinces, they'd be vassalizable. Trouble is that they would lose the cores on these provinces. Maybe I could make Austria shoulder them, since he's not the emperor. Jake, it's also 10% manpower and a bugged curia. How do you mean bugged? No one else can get it, but you still get it 75% of the time. That's pretty sweet. At the moment, though, I'm hoping my ruler dies. Good old Leo. Hold on. I'll stick you in charge of the men, so you have a slightly higher chance of dying. Jake will, of course, get enough aggressive expansion against you to join the coalition and push it over 3 members. Nah. Well, I mean, they might, but I doubt it. Alright, Hungary love us. Hopefully, well, no, with that high a relation, they shouldn't be joining anything. No sense worrying about Ferrara, they hate me anyway. France, oh, they adore me. Is there anyone else worth considering? There are the Swiss. Let's keep those relations better than lukewarm. As for things to do after dealing with Naples, I do not really know. Oh, wow. Just wow. But unless Savoy is dealt with, we won't be getting any peace deals here. Savoy, of course, can kiss the ring and just pay me some money. I'll be satisfied with that. Jake, next idea will almost certainly be influence. Oh, but if we get our war cabinet right now, +2 tolerance of the true faith, which is essentially -2 revolt risk in all my provinces. It's going to be particularly helpful over there in Provence. Goodbye, rebel chance. Alright, I keep thinking Savoy is Savoy's capital, but what a foolish thing to think. Their capital is in Piedmont. And with that, we'll be free to piece them out however we want. I was hoping that Leo died during this, so I'd get a new chance at becoming the Courier controller. Also, what am I doing by not having you there? I should be getting all the points that I can. Oh, not so hot. Alright. Forget about you then. And let's also enjoy some better relations over time, so we don't care much about our privateering. Alright, Savoy, give it up. I want the money. And I want the yayo. I mean, war reparations. Would be pretty cool to give some land away, wouldn't it? What could I do? Considering that you're 116, if I gave Queno to Milan... That would make you vassalizable. It would probably make Milan fairly unpopular as well. I doubt it would make them too unpopular considering what I'm about to do though. We'll see what happens when Queno falls. What can we get? Then again, we run the risk of Milan making their own separate peace deal here. Jake, what's so great about influence? It's a great all-rounder. I would never down-talk it. I don't often take it. I really prefer... Okay, that won't make... I really prefer diplomatic because it gives an extra diplomat. What do you think? Should we do that to them? Really, if I'm going to be breaking someone apart with rebs, wouldn't it be better to give loads of land to Milan? Milan have a claim there, it wouldn't even hurt them that much, and I'd just be dealing with a far stronger Milan up north. Tell me, MLO. Yeah, you don't have any aggressive expansion in the region. Hello, Jake's the king of Burgundy in good health. He is in fantastic health. Let's hope he remains that way. Enrique, the head case, he's in charge down in Castile, and he lost the Iberian Union. I'm in two minds about this. If I overfed Milan in this war, it would be quite hilarious. But I think I'd be hard pressed to. I'd be waiting quite a while, and who wants to wait? Probably going to give you that land anyway. We'll see what happens. Only a little bit of aggressive expansion, but might be interesting. Besides, now we've got a border. We might be able to use that later on down the line, because I can't get a border with you without punching my way through Ferrara. And I keep my border with Savoy. It might all work out. And you are allied with the Emperor, so he will not ask you for that land back. Friendly, friendly. Alright, that allows us to turn around and vassalize Naples. Or at least it might. Oh, they love me. Everybody loves me. I'm such a trustworthy fellow. Did that increase my trust? Well, they're only willing to trust me somewhat, so take that as you will. Alright, so you become my new vassal. I don't take your money because I'm not heartless. And that aggressive expansion. Ooh, that's not good. I could drop it by another 20% if I was courier controller. 30% chance of that happening. 27 if my king dies. We'll give him till the end of the year. Not my king. I need the Pope Leo to die. We'll see how that works out. Of course, meantime, I need to figure out what am I actually going to be doing now. I should also probably improve relations with a few folks around here. Yeah, namely Savoy. They're not too happy. Because I do not want them in the coalition. Also get it up with our friends in Switzerland. Is Austria HRE again? Oh, of course, you're right. It's Bohemia who's the HRE. Bohemia can ask for it back, and they're not allied. And they're not coring that province. Why? Sure, having a one admin ruler isn't going to be helping. Spare no expenses, ever. And let's keep those better relations over time as best we can. So we're already embargoing and privateering our rivals. What a shame. I want a bit more PP. I could get it if I just built some more ships. Well, can't really put a price on monarch points, can we? Come on, Leo. It is time to die. It was always time to die. Of course, doing this I'm wrecking Naples with war exhaustion, but people lose war exhaustion based on the war score that you take from them, and since this is close enough to 100%, I should be safe-ish. Please, Leo, I want you to die. You've done great things for our diplomacy and military. The administration is a little lacking, but can't choose your popes. I want to throw another insult to Castile. I want to goad them into attacking me. But they're not taking the bait. And if I attack them, and all hell breaks loose. Unless I attack them. You're allied with Hungary, Burgundy, Aragon, Portugal. Hungary is allied with only Castile and Milan. I should be getting a claim on Hungary and fighting them. Oh, that might be too far. What about Navarra? They've got no friends. Something to look at. Okay, Leo is not dead. We're just going to have to make peace. Yikes, that aggressive expansion. Oh good, we failed our mission as well, which means we don't have to wait to select a new one. That's a sound effect I don't hear often. Reclaim Ferrara, improve relations with France, recover negative stability. I'll admit having negative stability isn't very nice, but we do need our admin points since we are so starved for them. Could have made so much power projection if he was just our rival. But not everything works out, so what are you gonna do? Alright. Losing rivals. I guess it'll have to be Castile. I want them dead, pure and simple. Since that's the main early game goal. We're also over our limit of friends, but the friends that we made have served their purpose. I don't need a Milanese alliance anymore. That said, they do love me. No, I need that dip. And they are coring that province, and it's now unlawful territory, so hopefully they get some revolts out of it. Some mountainous revolts. So what now? Now I'm thinking, if I declared war on Aragon... Sorry, if I declared war on Hungary, Milan and Castile would get involved, but Aragon and Austria would also get involved. I would be happier if Portugal were involved as well, though. How about Burgundy? No, Portugal's not interested in any of that. I'm trying to think of a way to get Portugal and Aragon to fight Castile. Jake, how are Portugal's exploration ideas going? Badly for me, they have 2 of them. So they can explore and they can colonize. Which means it'll be very hard to nip them in the bud. Castile only have their colonist, and with a bit of luck they've been beaten to the punch here. Still, I have no claim on Andalusia, which is a bit of a shame. And all their friends will join in. Let's just tell them what we think about them first. So we kept positive relations with Savoy and Switzerland, so that coalition is nice and small. I don't really care about Bosnia or Corsica. I would love to fight Tuscany though and get that humiliation on the go. Keep that PP high. But we have no Cassis, and they have a lot of big friends. A lot of pretty damn big friends. Although if I simply claimed Corsica, they're allied to Tuscany. High chance of discovery, but just think about the power projection. I think we'll prepare ourselves for it. And we'll also get a claim on Hungary, because you never know if that's going to come in handy. Especially since they're allied with the Castilians. The Castile, they lost all their war exhaustion from that previous war. But if I threw everything I had over there, I reckon we'd be okay. I don't need to improve my relations with Naples since I don't have any plans to integrate them anytime soon. Okay, the money is hurting a little. Castile, huh? It is time. Do Sevilla. Get me PP. Corsica's in the coalition. Boo-hoo. The coalition of them and Bosnia. Now, if other big players were to join the coalition, that's a different story. Attitude towards enemies -60. They're friendly or something? They are. Despite being a competing great power, they're friendly. If they weren't friendly, I could just up my Diplo reputation and get Portugal to join in the beatdown of Castile. It'd be real good if Austria were to go for them then.